been here since like what, 2017. So JID,
I don't need to see this video. I don't know why JID posted this bullshit, bro. I love JID, but come on, bro. Why am I watching you take a shower right now?
Jello, what happened to him?
Nigga, I don't know. I forgot he rapped, bro. I don't want to talk about him. I hyped him up for double XL for him to be straight buns served up with a slice of butter. I'm cool, bro.
Racist against rappers, they all look the same to him. They used to beg him not to egg him on Halloween. You told him holler back with the suede Pumas, dollar green. Nah, I mean, heat it up till the temperature tarball. Y'all just gawk like gargoyle.
Yo, so a lot of people are saying that like hip hop is dying and stuff. I think there was some type of report that said like this is the first time in history since 1990s where hip hop didn't have a single song in the top 40 on the Billboard charts. And I feel like, real talk, it's not that hip hop is dying. I think mainstream hip hop is dying because, you know, so much information is so readily available. People are understanding about how corporatized a lot of these rappers really are. A lot of them aren't really real. A lot of them buy their songs from other people and stuff. And a lot of them bought their own numbers. And I think that's kind of like playing into it. You know, people aren't as willing to listen to whatever you peddle out to them anymore. Like, you got to actually like be a little bit more creative with it. These industry tactics are starting to not work this time around. I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know when they'll change it up, but I think that's what it is. I don't think it's the music itself is dying. I feel like the corporatized part of it has hit a low point because they ain't really been dropping no heat. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't just take whatever anymore.
What's poppin', y'all? Somebody that we haven't heard from in a while has decided to call out the big three and mainstream rap as a whole. And that is none other than a member of the legendary XXL freshman class of
Denzel
2016.
motherfucking Curry.
And the guy that kicked it off, Denzel Curry. So he posted on his story the following. None of this music-ish is interesting anymore. Commercial rap is dead. And I'm here for it.
Yep.
Ish was trash from the jump. Well, hold on. F how cool you dress. S sound good too. Some of y'all sound more trash than what you trying to imitate. I may sound like a hater, but shoot, you need a hater to tell the truth. We don't need another big three. F that. And goes on to say, OG's got no respect for the younger generation. New generation don't care about the craft.
Yeah.
There's a space where they can learn from each other. Now, there's a couple.
Okay, I agree with that last part. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, not just the last part. I agree with most of what he said. Yeah, like, I think it's more or less the mainstream isn't appealing to people anymore because a lot of this stuff has been, like, blown wide open and people understand a lot of this industry secrets now.
But things that we can talk about here. Now, some guy, I have to read one of these comments. Some guy really said, Osama Sun, Che, Cardi, Lone, Zucchini. Dog, I don't know if I'm going to listen to somebody called Zucchini.
I know Osama Sun. I know Shay, Cardi, Lone, Zucchini, Zucchine. I don't know who that is. I don't think I've ever listened to Shay.
Zucchini. I actually know most of these guys. I didn't listen to the Che guy. All dropped interesting projects this year. I don't know what bro is on about. I'm going to keep it a stack. UK Underground are more fire than the US one right now. But he's talking about commercial rap.
I haven't been tapped in with UK Underground.
None of these people are really commercial like that.
Cardi is big, but he's never been like for the radio or for like, you know what I'm saying? Like the mainstream. Like, Cardi always kind of been more appealing to, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I think he's got a point. Like, first I want to address the OGs and the younger generation and then new gen and the craft. I'll give you an example. I do have respect for Osama Sun because he came up with this guy Netspend. This guy Netspend, what the hell is he doing? The last two
I don't know who this is.
things I've seen him doing is like crying, like that thing leaking of him crying over his girl. And what else? Like, I have not heard anything related to Netspend music since he dropped that piece of trash that was his debut. And let's be honest.
Golly, I don't know, bro. I mean, Yassine saying that. Yassine is usually like the more charitable of all of these hip hop guys that I watch. That's why I like watching them. And if Yassine is saying your stuff is ass, then I don't know, bro. It might really be trash.
Even if you're a Netspend fan, you know that thing was a piece of trash. What was it? Yeah, bad kid. That was a bad project. We're not talking the good type of badass. Actually, he did drop something in August, which seemed to have done. Okay, so I got to check that out. All right, so he's dropped recently. Okay.
Should I check out Net Spend? I don't know nothing about this dude.
Okay, respect. No disrespect.
I've been meaning to. I have to tap in with the underground more because I just really haven't been like tapped in for real.
From my end here. But when he's talking about OGs, what are OGs going to respect? And you can kind of consider there has to be a new age of OGs, which I look at as the early 2010s, right? The OG of Baby Keem, who Baby Keem is not even really in the mix with many of his peers right now, would be Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar is his OG. You've got J. Cole, he's with JID, but JID's been here since like, what, 2017? So JID...
I don't need to see this video. I don't know why JID posted this bullshit, bro. I love JID, but come on, bro. Why am I watching you take a shot right now?
He's almost...
Man ain't blinking out once.
10 years into the game himself. But let's just say that. We've got J. Cole, JID.
JID, I say JID is reaching there. I wouldn't say JID's OG yet, but I would say he's pretty much like he's pretty much cemented in it now.
We've got Drake and everybody. So Drake is being an OG to anybody that gets some motion, has some talent, and he brought out Fake Mink at Wireless Festival in the UK when he was bringing out a ton of people in London.
I don't know.
Then
who
you've
that
got
is.
Travis. Travis put on what's his name? Oh, I can't believe his name. Don Toliver. Whoa.
How did you forget Don Toliver, bro? This is a crazy clip too, man.
He put on Don Toliver, so they're doing well. Also, Sheck West, of course, but like I said, now we're going back to 2018 Astroworld era. That's when both of these guys got brought on. So Fago, it's like we don't really
that nigga.
You know the situation there. And Yeet also.
Yeet been doing numbers, bro. Yeet been good. Yeet damn near. Yeah, it's really crazy to consider there was a point in time where people thought Yeet was gonna be a one-hit wonder. I was like, nah, bro, this nigga not gonna be no one-hit wonder.
Drake was kind of his OG, and there was a strong relationship there. Now Yeet's OG is like Justin Bieber, which, not to take anything away from him, but Yeet is clearly somebody that's doing very well. So I don't understand why Denzel Curry would say that's not interesting. Like commercial rap, as a whole, it is kind of depressing and dull because, like we said, like on the Hot 100, it's really not going that crazy.
Because like I said, bro, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the labels. I don't know if people just aren't getting with, because whether you wanted to or not, the tides are shifting. We're watching another shift, bro, because underground rap don't sound nothing like, you know what I'm saying, the mainstream. The mainstream is low-key still behind because they're still doing like the drill, murder rap, you know, all that type of stuff. The time has changed now. It's not all about drill no more, you know. I don't know what you would call this new stuff, but it's like you unfortunately got to get with niggas who be making the Cash Cobain type beats. You know what I'm saying? Like if it don't got that, I don't even know what sound effect that is, bro. But if it don't got like a Cash Cobain kind of vibe to it, you're missing out on a whole chunk of music. I don't know what it is. I don't really even like it that much, but I know it's popular with the underground niggas.
New generation, I think a lot of them do care about the craft. Like if we just name a couple of names off rip, like Yeet clearly cares about the craft, right? We can agree on that. Then who else do we got?
Would you still consider Yeet underground? I don't think he consider underground no more.
We've got Big X the Plug, clearly cares about the craft, right? Ray Vaughn
going crazy. But that's the thing though. All three of these dudes is popular, but I don't think maybe Big X the Plug. I don't think a single one of them get any radio play.
We've got Big X the Plug, clearly cares about the craft, right? Ray Vaughn, honestly, Joey Badass stopped responding to that guy, and we haven't heard from him since.
Yo, chill on Joey, bro. Their beef came and went.
You've got other people like, who else? Ian, I think he cares about the craft, although
he gets a lot of shit though.
Oh, I think he's still like catching his footing. Jello, what happened to him?
Nigga, I don't know. I forgot he rapped, bro. I don't want to talk about him. I hyped them up for double XL for him to be straight buns served up with a slice of butter. I'm cool, bro.
But I have not heard anything from Jello, Leangelo Ball in quite a while. Nino Pate is also somebody that you can say is he's
in his own lane right now. He seems to be going like his Yachty route, like doing stuff on his own and kind of building something for himself.
Messing with the he's somebody that actually takes his craft serious. 4 bats as well, but how much of a rapper is 4 bats?
I don't know where this nigga went.
Bats really, I guess you could say. But yeah, like I said, Big X the Plug, a Cash Cobain, for instance. These people
I told you, bro. Like, Cash Cobain music not for me, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like Cash Cobain hasn't started his own wave low key.
Take music seriously. It's just that I think Denzel Curry is reminiscing on a time that we will never get again in commercial rap. And I don't think it was trash from the jump, to be honest. Now, is this shots? It could be interpreted as shots. Nah, I don't think it is actually shots.
See, but the thing is that all those people you listed off, besides maybe Big X the Plug, I don't think any of those dudes is really commercial right now, for real. You know, like I don't know if a single one of them dudes besides X gets any radio play. But I can't remember the last time I listened to the radio. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Would you consider them mainstream? Like, I guess maybe. But I don't know if I would consider them commercial though.
In my head, when I thought F How Cool You Dress, I thought A$AP Rocky, and then I thought the Raider Clan / A$AP Rocky beef back in the day. If you know, you know. Can you believe that?
Yo, that beef was legendary, bro.
Thing is almost 15 years old now. 15 years old. So if you
Oh my gosh, bro. If y'all haven't listened to to Denzel Curry, XXXTentacion, and Ski Mask diss to Space Ghost Perk, bro. It's that zoo shit, seaweed, I woo shit. Man, nah, they was going stupid on that, bro. You missed out. And then Ski came in, didn't even know it was a diss track. It was like, beep, boop, beep, go get your my wrist. Ski was going crazy on that. He ain't even worry about the diss, bro.
were there during that era, congratulations. You're old. You're unk status.
Oh, okay, bro. Oh my God, bro. Wow, Yassine. Wow.
Denzel Curry's somebody that has he has a good lens to look at this through because he's had hits online. He's had online hits, and he's been independent for I think throughout his career. He's still streaming very, very well. Like for instance, he's streaming better.
He even put on Laserdisc and BK the Ruler. You know what I'm saying? So like Denzel is tapped in to some degree.
Than Blueface, and Blueface is more of a quote unquote mainstream artist. But for his last project, I didn't even listen to his last project.
I can't remember what the name of his last project was.
Even know that it came out, which depresses me a little bit. I'm disappointed.
Are you talking about that? Don't run away from the dick, boo. I'm fucking on the Shih Tzu. Nah, I'm cool on that. I don't need to. No.
In myself for that. He had, King of the Mischievous South. Man, he had a lot of people on it.
Yeah, that whole project was hot, bro.
He put together a project of people that he messes with. Yeah. And this streamed well. Like he got
See a little Mexican OT, you know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz. Oh yeah. He legendary for that. Project Pat, Ski Master, Slump God. Yeah, he even got A$AP Rocky on that hoe. He even got Ferg on it. Yeah. Maxo Cream. I'm telling y'all, people sleeping on Maxo Cream, bro.
Songs with Mexican.
I love all these people.
OT on there. And I think there's rappers.
This whole project was hot, bro. Like, I don't think obviously I don't really fuck with interludes like that. Real talk.
On this list that he worked with like Tia Corinne, Mike Dimes. I don't know what he's been doing really, but I'm glad to see that he's still doing his thing. And the last project that I really paid attention to was Melt My Eyes, See Your Future.
That's my favorite Curry project, bro. Like Melt Session #1 is my favorite song off of that track.
By Denzel Curry. But Denzel Curry's somebody that's had internet hits like what's that one song? There's Walking, of course, but there's Ultimate. That was one.
Keep Walking.
That hits like what's that one song? There's Walking, of course, but there's Ultimate. That was one of the biggest songs of the 2010s. Online, at least, Vine era.
It got so outplayed that I don't even like the song no more.
All of that. And he's somebody that can rap, but also can make good music. Has been in the game since he was like 15, 16 years old, around there. And he's right in that commercial rap, it's just, like I said, rap is so disconnected. Like, who did I mention? We got Big X the Plug, who's killing it right now. We've also got a rapper like Tu Hollis, who is,
I don't know who
he's
that
killing
is.
it. Now, commercially, he's not huge and gigantic, but musically speaking, he's doing his thing. But this is more like kind of
I
like
might have to check him out. I don't know who that is.
electronic mix of rap and a little bit of like the underground rap song of like the remnants of rage, if you want to call it that. That guy's
Remnants of
relatively
Rage.
new.
I love the Rage era.
We had Nino Pade, who's more of like, I wouldn't say traditional rapper, but he doesn't have that like commercial spark. So I think personally, the music that's coming out right now, the diversity of it and the amount of it is greater than what we had in the last time we had a big three, which was like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. Like, yeah, sure. It sounds like, if we look back at it, it sounds like we had a lot more. But really right now, especially if you're looking for stuff, there's plenty of great music. It's just not catching commercially. And
Yeah, like I said, it's commercial, bro. That commercial stuff is dying. There's enough to look into it if you really are wanting to find something. Like, there's plenty of pockets of hip hop you can dive into and sink your teeth into if you're looking for something new. It's just not gonna be like pushed out to you that often.
And this goes back to the superstar argument that I had years ago, which was the last time we had a superstar was over 10 years ago. Travis Scott debuted in 2025 with Rodeo. Like, if you don't call days before Rodeo or anything
Debuted in 2025, bro.
like that.
Okay.
2025, I think it was September. It's been over 10 years. There has not been a superstar since then. There was a Jack Harlow who came in and it looked like that it was about to happen for him, but
Then he just kind of started flopping.
couple of things got in the way, I guess. Part of that being momentum, but
Yeah.
that's just one example. Who else? Nobody has
Baby.
been able to breach super.
The Baby was a superstar for a minute. Then it was Meg Thee Stallion. Who else? X was definitely on his way to being a superstar. Him and Juice, but unfortunately they passed away. Yeah, we haven't really had a superstar.
And even if you talk about Playboy Cardi, I would think I don't think. I know for a fact globally, Playboy Cardi has some of the biggest appeal right now of any artist, but he came out in 2015. I'm willing to say that 2017 was when he really came into the game with Magnolia as a mainstream act. So you could say like that was his debut tape as well. So if you want to take out Travis Scott, you can say Playboy Cardi's the most recent superstar we've had. And even that is 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Lil Baby is not as popular globally as Playboy Cardi.
I can't tell you what happened with Lil Baby. I was never even really the biggest Lil Baby fan, but I could see that he had momentum. Even my coworkers was talking about him.
Promise you this right hand to God, everybody will agree with me, unless you're just clueless. I'm telling you, like Lil Baby feels bigger, but he's not.
Yeah.
And that's it. Who else has come out since then? Nobody. Gunna, come on now. Gunna globally is not as big as Playboy Cardi. Gunna, like you could just see
And Gunna been out for a while too.
Playboy Cardi's numbers and the amount of hype that was surrounding the project that released this year, music, 2024 music, then 2025 music, then I Am music. So he's the one that we've got, and he's tried to bring in like a Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. So I would say maybe that's like the big three of this new gen, because a lot of these people like the Osama Sons and Chase and things like that, they're heavily inspired by Whole Lotta Red era. But
Yeah, I can kind of see where he's going with that, because Opium is probably the closest thing we had to like, you know, a Cash Money Records right now. Like, we're being honest.
even commercially speaking,
Not even OVO got people touching numbers like that.
the biggest songs that Cardi had were due to the collaborations with The Weeknd, like Rather Lie.
Yeah.
His album is still
The Weeknd is still, he still got to be like top 3 most streamed artists to this day, right?
performing well streaming wise, but hits, commercial hits, solo, he doesn't really have many of those, partially because his music is not palatable to like the pop listeners of America, especially like country. Now you have country, reggaeton, and what else, like any type of Latin music, because you got Peso Pluma and he's not reggaeton. He's what's the name of the type of music that he makes? I forgot what it's called. I would like for Denzel Curry to expand on this more. Maybe he's doing an interview or something like that, or he gets on an IG video. I want to know what sparked this thought in his mind too, because he's not somebody that really says much often, unless it has to do with his music. But current state of hip hop, I love the current state of hip hop. Commercially, I am a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, like I said, it's just the commercial side, bro. Like I said that at the beginning, it's the commercial pretty much bit of the mainstream too. Like there's a better argument for mainstream being more relevant, but commercially, bro, nah, that shit is
that, we're not killing it on the charts, but when I'm getting fed, I don't mind. But let me know what y'all think about this, and don't come here talking about Ice Spice being a superstar or something like that. Like that's crazy.
Boy, you just expose yourself if you say some shit like that.
That would really, really trip me out. And you've also got a bunch of female rappers that are killing it right now too, but none of them are really commercial. Like for example, Megan Thee Stallion, she just dropped a flop of a record. But you've got people like,
I didn't even know she dropped.
What's her name? Flo Milli, she's doing her own thing. JT's trying to run it up.
Yeah. You can I can respect the attempt.
You've got really the second incarnation, or like the rebirth of Larry June, who's been killing it recently. He's not hitting the charts. So commercial rap being dead.
I don't know. I just assumed, I didn't know who Larry June was off the top of my head. I thought he was like insinuating a little real.
I'm in agreement there. New commercial rap. Like Big X the Plug is really the only guy I can think of that's had a commercial hit or multiple commercial hits in the past several years consistently. And even he doesn't feel as big as his hits would suggest. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoy.
Jesus, Blueface, I don't know what this nigga was doing. Bro. Yeah, man. Like I said, I pretty much agree with most of what Denzel was saying. Like I said, I think it's commercial rap that's pretty much gone down the shitter, bro. If you know where to look, you'll find some good rap.